is going to be an update on the various projects I've been working on and have kind of put off to the side while I've been working on other things. This is a Tandy 1400 FD, I think, for floppy disks, and it's like an IBM PC XT laptop, one of the first ones, and excellent keyboard. And it's got a built-in LCD screen, but the screen worked, but it wasn't that bright, and so I wanted to make it better, to have make it more readable, because it wasn't bright enough, and it may be because of the EL light panel was just old. I don't know, but so this is the electroluminous light panel that was in this display. I'll zoom in on the screen here, and you can see actually see the circuit board behind there. Now it all still works, but a little bit more, okay. But it was it was dim. You couldn't hardly read the screen, and so I took this out, and I thought, okay, I'll order another light panel and put in there. And so I've got one on the way. It's coming from around the world, so when it gets here I have no idea, but it should be pretty easy to hook up. It takes AC power. I got some wires soldered onto that screen so I could actually test it, make sure this was still working when I took it out. It does. So this machine is completely functional. It really has no problems. I've got a FreeDOS boot disk in here. Well, that's I got it. This is what was on there, but I reformatted it and put FreeDOS on it. So, and it boots up fine, works just fine. Display works fine, except for the backlight. Backlight was horrible. It was too dim. So I got to looking when I did that, I got to looking at the display. It's like, I've seen this design before, and I've seen it on a Tandy 200 computer. It's almost the exact same setup, but instead of having notches down here to clamp the display onto the circuit board, it's missing those notches on the side, so you can slide the backlight in behind there. And let me see if I can do this. Like this, basically. Slide it up in there. Alright, so backlight would go in there, and it was soldered right here, and it would light up, no fuss, no muss, right? It worked. Well, at the time it worked. Now, back in the day, but now it's too dim. It doesn't help. It's hard to read it. And yes, I adjusted. People are going to say, you can adjust the bright lightness or the lightness of it, in the settings. I tried that. It didn't help. All right. Maybe you know something I don't know. So leave your comments and let me know. If you know something I don't, which you may. All right. I'm open to new ideas, suggestions, whatever. But getting back to the story here, when I ordered a new present day version of the EL backlight. You can order them in all different sizes, and it's pretty cheap. Part of the description was you could cut these things and it would still work. You like cut them to almost any shape and it still work. I thought, wait a minute, that gives me an idea. Alright, so let me take this away for a second. Carefully. This thing is heavy, dude. No, I'm not going to cut the video, there's no point. So this is part of my Tandy 200. Well, wait a minute. Maybe it's more recognizable like that. Okay, but it's missing the display, which is right here. I thought, wait a minute. If I just peel the back of that up and I seen where you can cut the EL display, so I cut it with scissors, boink, off the 1400 and hooked it up. That's what I soldered those wires on to the back panel of the circuit board on, and tested it, and it still works. All right. So on the 200 display, I took this off. It was it's messed up where I'd worked on it before, trying to backlight it. So it's like I ain't got nothing to lose. So took that back off, bent the side of it up, you know, cut that to fit, and you know, it fits right in there like that. But it's still not very, the visibility is not there, so you still got to have like a, and I know there's going to be a bunch of people out there that's going to say, hey, you know, you totally messed up, you know, you got to use a polarizer and all this stuff. Yeah, I got, oh, one thing else, I had to peel this off the back of that. So yeah, this thing needs a gray. And I tested all different kinds of colors, and it's got to have gray. It's got to be, you know, it's got to be a good dark gray color for the LCD to show up. You can still see it barely, but with this behind it, it really shows up. So my fantastic idea was to find I don't know, something gray, but it's kind of transparent, that I could put over this and thus light up the 200's LCD screen. And of course I can cut this to fit, you know, all the way through. But so that's the idea. So that's the long-term version of this. I still need to fit this on correctly where the LCD is, all the digits are lit up like they're supposed to. But so that's a work in progress. All right. Now, having said that, let me take this out of the way. I do have a 200 that I was able to put together that does function. See? Functions just fine. Alright, so I've got a fully working Tandy 200 that I'm completely happy with, finally. I was able to get, you know, the other one and kind of piece together one that's fully functional. So I've got a fully functional 200, which I'm not going to mess with. at all. The pins were kind of messed up on the barcode reader here. I straightened those out. I wanted to use the circuit board from the other one that I'd gotten because I thought it was in better shape, but it's got keyboard problems, so went ahead and used this one. The other one did come with like 48K of, well, actually it was, I think it was maxed out to 72K, so it had two 48K chips in it. Is that right? I think something like that. You guys will tell me if I'm wrong, of course. So I stuck those in the back of this. It also had a better battery compartment lid that wasn't broke. So this is I mean, it needs to probably be retrograded or whatever, but I'm not worried about that. So this is a fully functional 200, so I'm happy with that. It's working just fine. So let me just place this there. And so the update is I'm waiting for the EL backlight panel for my 1400, and I'll cut that to fit, and I'm hoping it'll make it more useful, because that's a pretty cool computer. So I'm hoping to get that going. So that's just a quick update where I'm at with the Tandy 200 computer and the Tandy 1400 computer. I'm keeping the other 200 computer I got to like experiment on and try to get a backlit display working on it. I'll let you know how that goes. I hope it works out, because this thing would be really cool with a backlit display. I mean, it's cool as it is. I mean, it's it is readable under certain light conditions, but I really don't need a backlight. I mean, it looks really good like that, right? I mean, it's readable. I don't know why I'm doing this. Probably just to do it, But there's not many of these machines left. But on a positive note, this machine, which also changed out the case. This is the original case I had on it, but I swapped it because the other case was better. The circuit board in this one, the main board, it's got a problem with the keyboard. So Q through, I think it's Q through I don't work. Why, I don't know. Or Q through P, something like that. These keys don't function like they're supposed to. So this computer is, it's basically just a parts computer. So I don't feel too bad about experimenting on it and trying to backlight that display and seeing what I can do with it, and working with it, just see what I can do with it. Alright, that's all of this video. Talk to you guys later.